Metcalf was able to hold that, but they stayed with the puck back behind the net. Blue got it, took a chance out in front to Zeal with a tap in that will score. Parks out of the shotgun, takes the snap, stepping, looking, back shoulder fade to Mackey, and he catches it for a Red River touchdown.
It's time for the best in local sports coverage with KNOX Live Sports and News Radio 1310 KNOX.
Puck goes free to the high slot, picked up Lovejoy, wrister, and he scores. Reardon working right side, defended the entire way. A stop by Dookie. She looks into J.C. Reardon, the high-low is there.
The following is a presentation of KNOX Live Sports, presented by Rivard's Turf and Forage and Grand Trailer Sales.
Off to the right, down to the doorstep. Hoganson, a backhander, he scores. What a play for Griffin Hoganson.
Let's go live to tonight's presentation.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you today to Kraft Field, where it is just what it's been all season long. It's cold, it's chilly, there's a lot of blankets out there. There's not much we can do about any of that except keep trying to play baseball this year in the Eastern Dakota Conference. And tonight, it's game number 2 of the scheduled doubleheader between the Fargo North Spartans and the Grand Forks Red River Rough Riders here in the Rivard's Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, KNOX Live Sports. Ryan Cunningham with you here tonight. And again, Joey Springer along for our videography work here this evening at a sunshiny, if nothing else, Kraft Field tonight. Winds blowing, temperature readings going to be right around 42, 43 degrees by the time we throw first pitch in this matchup tonight for Game 2. Red River trying to sweep a doubleheader after the Rough Riders defeated Fargo North in Game 1 by a score of 7-4. Coming from behind to win that matchup, down 4-3. Couple of runs in the bottom of the 5th, and they tacked on later to win that matchup by a score of 9-4, rather. Not 7-4, 9-4 was the final score. Forgot about a little 2-run home run that came at the end of that matchup for Grand Forks Red River in the form of Caden Bostonson going yard for Red River. Now it's time to get into game number 2. Throughout the course of the season, this Red River Rough Rider team picked 3rd in the Eastern Dakota Conference and trying to live up to that designation. They've had some close shaves along the way, including having to rally to win against a Wahpeton team that's currently in the bottom of the Eastern Dakota Conference. So a lot of different things can happen as this one gets started tonight. But Red River's hoping to find a role. They're supposed to have a pitching staff that is going to be rather deep throughout the course of the year if it can get healthy. We understand a couple of pieces that pitching staff have been on limited innings, perhaps storing themselves up for a run through the East Region tournament. And so it's worth mentioning that as we get to the end of the year, the final statistics and the final positioning for Red River going into the East Region might not be indicative of the type of team that they have. They're going to take on a Fargo North team that's right behind them coming into tonight. Red River was 4-2 in the league coming into the night. Fargo North was 4-4. The Spartans will now be 4-5, and Grand Forks Red River still at that 5-2 level, I should say. Red River was 4-2 coming into the night, now 5-2. Let's take a look at what we have as far as drive for the title coming into tonight. And you can see in the middle of your screen that Grand Forks Red River entered this matchup with a 4-2 record. They're now 5-2 after getting that win. And in the loss column, that would elevate them all the way up to the number 2 spot in the East Region. Now, there are other games going on tonight, so that doesn't mean that they're in that second place spot. But with a win at 5-2, they would be in the loss column ahead of Devils Lake, Fargo South, West Fargo, and West Fargo Cheyenne with that nice win over Fargo North. And the Spartans will drop now to 4-5 on the season. One thing that's worth mentioning regarding East Region baseball, there are no play-ins in this sport, so you've got to be in the top 8 in order to make your way to the tournament. And so Fargo North now 4-5. Fargo Shanley, Fargo Davies right there with 5 losses. So every game is important for the Spartans down the stretch. And of course, Grand Forks Red River jockeying for position, trying to be in the top half of the Eastern Dakota Conference as we get ready to go to Game 2 of this doubleheader. We'll take a quick look at our starting lineups and get ready for first pitch. A bit of an abbreviated pregame report tonight. And of course, pregame report is brought to you here on the Grand Trailer Sales Rivard's Turf and Forage Sports Network by our friends at Signature Graphics and Apparel. It's your vision. Make it come to life at Signature Graphics and Apparel. And brought to you by True North Equipment, true to your values, and ready to serve you with 10 locations throughout the Red River Valley. We'll come back with starting lineups and first pitch in just a couple of moments. This is Rough Rider Baseball, the Riders, and the Fargo North Spartans on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Live Sports. We're back with more in just a couple of moments. Stay with us.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivards Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Go to rivards.com.
Rivals on the ice, united in the stands, and everyone's geared up from Jarrell Sports Center and Hockey World. Hockey gear, fan apparel, Nodak Pride, we've got it all and more. Locally owned, 1004 South Washington Street. Shop local, shop Jarrell's.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, GrandTrailersales.com.
The way we live and work has changed, but our service and commitment remain. We're evolving to meet your insurance needs with answers where and when you need them most. Nodak Insurance Company.
Signature Graphics in East Grand Forks is your one-stop shop for all your branding and design needs. From embroidery, vinyl wrapping, laser print, and more, fully customized from start to finish, all in-house. Signature Graphics. We craft your vision. You watch it come to life.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
It's hard to explain what this feels like. We could try to put it into words, but nothing compares to experiencing it for yourself. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit True North Equipment at any of our 10 locations or at www.truenorthequipment.com. Welcome back to our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Live Sports tonight. We are at Kraft Field and the Oxford Sports Complex. Red River, the home team tonight, taking game one by a score of 9-4, trying to sweep the doubleheader with Fargo North here this evening. Let's take a look at our starting lineups for game number 2 of the night here tonight. Leading off in shortstop will be Elijah Inger for Fargo North. Batting second is the second baseman, Peyton Spitzer. Batting third, the first baseman, Ben Sheets, and Kellen Doherty will clean up in right field. Batting fifth is Jake Joyce in left field. Cohen Gebhardt will bat sixth in center field. Batting seventh is Sam Chase behind the plate. Andrew Peralt will be the designated hitter in bat eighth, and batting ninth is Sam Mon at third base, and Will Ely will get the start for the Fargo North Spartans. For Grand Forks Red River tonight, leading off is left fielder Cam Urian. Batting second is shortstop Alex Seaver. Batting third is Gabe Schauer at third base, and Ryan Rykow will clean up as the designated hitter. Batting fifth is Matt Dosh behind the plate. Caden Tostenson will bat sixth in center field. Batting seventh is Griffin Hoganson at second base. Max Grafenauer will bat eighth in right field, and Rylan Corinta will bat ninth at first base. And Jacob Willardson will get the start tonight for Grand Forks Red River. He's a junior that will take the ball this evening for the Rough Riders as the Riders try to sweep a doubleheader tonight with the Fargo North Spartans. Those are your starting lineups this evening, and they're brought to you by Acme Equipment and Acme Tools, your Kubota dealers with a full line of Kubota products to help you do your very best work. Find their Kubota products across from Simplot on Gateway in Grand Forks and their main tool shop just a couple of blocks south of Gateway on North Washington. Willardson will pitch out of the set to Elijah Inger, who bats from the right-hand side for the Spartans, and we're underway with a fastball for a strike, officially at 7:05 tonight. So we get started a little bit past the second advertising time. In all reality, I think 6:30 is more of a dream than it is a reality when it comes down to game number 2s this year. Here's a shot toward short. It's in the well. Back picked well by Alex Seaver. Strong throw across the diamond by a half step. Got Elijah Inger, and that's a nice play by the shortstop for Grand Forks Red River, going deep in the hole to pick that one up. So a nice defensive play to get started tonight for Grand Forks Red River. Fun to see that. Alex Seaver, very accomplished baseball player, plays between the Legion team and a club team in the Minneapolis area during the summertime. 44 degrees is the temperature tonight at game time as Peyton Spitzer comes to the plate. Willardson takes a long look in at the pitch on the way, swing and a miss, and the count is no balls and a strike. Sun is broken out again, but a cool condition. When the wind isn't making it in, it's almost comfortable. When that wind blows, It is a very cold, cold breeze. The 0-1 pitch from Willardson to Spitzer. It's capped foul, and the count will go to no balls and 2 strikes. It's a busy complex as well. Very little parking to be had out in the lot because there is a track meet going on. Has a heavy Class B field to it, but I believe both Central and Red River were active over at Cushman Field tonight for that track and field competition. The 0-2 pitch misses low and away. Good fastball from Willardson so far. Lots of velocity. Been in the zone for the most part. Spitzer, the second baseman for Fargo North at the plate. A look in by Willardson. And the 1-2 pitch on the way to Spitzer. That one swung on, hit foul to the right. Remains a ball and 2 strikes. Spitzer, a junior, pretty young Fargo North baseball team. Andrew Peralt's a senior. Kellen Doherty's a senior. Jack Nelson is a senior. Lots of juniors, handful of sophomores, 1 8th grader that's on the varsity roster. The 1-2 pitch up high on Spitzer, and the count will level up at 1 ball, 1 strike. Pretty steady diet of fastballs so far for Willardson. He paces his way back up onto the pitcher's plate. Sets out in front of the chest. Deliberate set. Long look, too. And here comes the 2-2 pitch. That one missed just low for ball 3. Our home plate umpire is Jason Schwabe. Our umpire on the bases, Mike Lucasen. Both of them have been umpiring a lot of baseball games around here for a good number of years. An experienced crew that we have tonight here at Kraft Field. Long set again by Willardson. The 3-2 pitch. Just missed outside for ball 4. And Spitzer has a 1-out walk to put a base runner aboard for Fargo North. It'll bring Ben Sheets to the plate. Sheets will check a play card and step in. And stands ready as Peyton Spitzer gets a short lead away from first base. Willardson again pitching out of the set, and the pitch on the way squirts away from catcher Matt Dosh. And so a pitch gets away. That'll push Peyton Spitzer on to second base. So the Spartans will have a runner in scoring position here in the top of the first inning. Ben Sheets has got a mane coming out of the back of that helmet. He looks every bit the part of like a first baseman or something like that. Ready to do some power hitting. Pitch on the way to him is up high for a ball. He is a first baseman, believe it or not. There we go. Okay, I got it. I didn't even look at that in the lineup card. I just saw that in his number 11, and the hair coming out the back of the head. He's playing the part here for Fargo North. Lead away from second for Spitzer. Willardson to deliver a 2-ball, no-strike pitch to Ben Sheets. And does so. Misses low. Count 3 balls, no strikes. Fargo North scored first. Each team scored a pair of runs in game number 1 tonight. Fargo North took a 4-2 lead. Red River cut it to 1 and then came back and took the lead down the stretch. Willardson delivers. 3-0 pitch, misses inside and high for ball 4. And it's back-to-back walks that will put a pair of runners aboard for Fargo North. Kellen Doherty will come to the plate. Golden opportunity here for the Spartans. Doherty, the right fielder, and batting in the cleanup spot for the Spartans with 2 aboard and 1 out here in the top of the first inning. A quick turn, bluff throw back to second base by Willardson as he disengages from the mound. Now Willardson comes set. And the pitch on the way. Called a strike on the outside corner. May have taken something off that pitch. Not quite the fastball that we've seen from Willardson so far. Peyton Spitzer on at second base. Ben Sheets at first for Fargo North, each receiving a walk here in the top of the first inning. Willardson checks the runner, the 0-1 pitch. Lifted in the air, right side. It's along the line, in fair territory. First baseman Rylan Carenta backtracking is able to make the catch. Not an easy one to bring in, but Carenta able to stay with it, then reaches back behind him for the out, and Doherty will pop out to the first baseman for out number 2. 2 away That'll bring Jack Joyce to the plate, the left fielder. Joyce had a double in game number 1. He's a productive offensive player for the Spartans. They're looking for some production here. 2 aboard now with 2 outs in the top of the first inning. Willardson sets and looks back at second base. And the pitch on the way to Joyce. Misses down low for ball 1. Really, after the at-bat with Elijah Inger, Willardson's been struggling to find the zone a little bit. Been down a lot so far. Good place to miss if you're going to miss. The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. That time fooled Joyce. May have been something off speed. Count levels up, 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners their leans from first and second. Willardson looking back at second base. The 1-1. Check swing, called the strike, cut the inside corner on the lefty. And the count is a ball and 2 strikes. When you're a righty dealing to a lefty, that's a pitch that you can take advantage of. Runners from first and second, 2 away in the inning. Willardson trying to get Red River to the dugout. Look back at second base by Willardson. The 1-2 to Joyce. Swinging a pull foul to the right. Remains 1-2 on Joyce. Willardson gets a new baseball while the runners take their leads. Now they look back at second base. A second look by Willardson. The 1-2 pitch. Flared foul, this time the opposite way to the left and out of play. And a good battle going on here between the number 5 hitter for Fargo North, Jack Joyce, and the starting pitcher for Red River here in game 2, junior Jacob Willardson. Another look back at second base. Another 1-2 to Joyce. Curveball missed away. Two balls, 2 strikes. Neither runner with a big lead. A little bit of dancing by Alex Seaver to play some games with the runner at second, Peyton Spitzer. Seaver the shortstop. 2-2 misses away. Now the runner goes. Pegged to third base, gets out into left field. Thrown past Gabe Shower. Up with it is Cam Urian. He'll throw to the plate, but that will not be in time. And Fargo North will scratch out a run on by way of an error. So neither runner with a big lead, but that doesn't mean they're not going anywhere. As Peyton Spitzer takes off for third, and a throwing error that'll be charged to catcher Matt Dosh will bring in the opening run of the game. Spartans take a 1-0 edge, and the count now full on Jack Joyce at 3 balls, 2 strikes. Willardson sets and checks Sheets at second. And time is called. This is going to happen a lot. Willardson really plays a deliberate game on the mound. Not working quickly, using timing to his advantage. He'll come set again here early. And the 3-2 pitch, flared in the air, left side. It will hit in foul territory in front of the Fargo North dugout on the third base line. And another 3-2, this time coming up to Jack Joyce. And a battle between these two. Willardson will set. Look back at second base. Another 3-2 to Joyce. Got him swinging, strike 3. Brought some heat up, got him inside. Jack Joyce waves at it, and Jacob Willardson has his first strikeout of the game. However, Fargo North scores the benefit of a base hit. Or rather a run on no hits. There was an error. They'll leave one. We played a half inning. Your score, the Spartans won, and the Rough Riders coming to bat. This is our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, KNOX Radio, KNOX Live Sports, and we're back with more in just a couple of moments. Do stay with us.
Spray Advantage of Grand Forks carries everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. Pumps, tips, and tanks from 3 gallons all the way up to 10,000 gallons on hand. They can help with parts and accessories for the fertilizer and tillage equipment on your farm too. SprayAdvantage.com.
Apex Apparel is your quick turnaround apparel and promotional item shop in Grand Forks. If you're looking for direct-to-garment printing, embroidery work, or a huge selection of promotional items, come to Apex Apparel, your locally owned, family-run, quick turnaround apparel shop in Grand Forks.
The Ski and Bike Shop in Grand Forks. Gear up for ski season or hit the trails on a fat tire bike. At the Ski and Bike Shop, we offer top brands, ski and snowboard service, and everything you need for cold weather fun. The Ski and Bike Shop in Grand Forks, where your next adventure begins.
Welcome back to our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network. KNOX Radio, KNOX Live Sports. Getting ready for the bottom of the first inning after Fargo North scores an unearned run and takes a 1-0 lead. Will Ely will go to the mound for Fargo North, and Ely will take on Cam Irian, Alex Seaver, and Gabe Schauer, who will come to the plate in the bottom of the first inning for Fargo North. And a strike to Cam Irian will lead things off. Count, no balls and a strike. And the 0-1 pitch misses low for a ball. And the count will go to 1 ball and 1 strike on Cam Irian. Irian, left-handed hitter, batting in left field. Standing at the plate, ready to go. And the 1-1 lifted high in the air left side. Shallow, Jack Joyce shading towards the line. Now reaches up and makes the catch, and Cam Irian will fly out to left field for out number 1. Out number 1 record and it'll bring and so up the middle at second base, and Peyton Spitzer with this one cleanly. He'll throw across to first base for out number 2. And 2 up, 2 down for Grand Forks Red River quickly. Ball right. Case pitch throw. Well, we understand we've had some audio issues. I'm hopeful that we made a couple adjustments here that might have fixed things up for us as the pitch gets away down low on Ryan Reichow, and that's going to push Gabe Schauer over to second base. We welcome you back to our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and 4-H Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, KNOX Radio. Again, apologies for those of you that have been with us up until this point, but we're told that we had some audio issues and we made a couple of adjustments. Hopefully that will fix things up. The 2-1 pitch to Ryan Reichow. Ground ball to the right side. It's be gloved by Peyton Spitzer. He'll throw to first base, and Reichow will ground out to end the first inning for Grand Forks Red River. They put a runner on, but will strand him. And at the end of an inning, your score on the Rivards Turf and 4-H Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network is the Spartans 1 and the Rough Riders 0. This is our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and 4-H Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Radio.
Rust, salt, and time are the biggest enemies for a fuel tank. Never fear, because Grand Forks Welding is here to take care of your enemies for you. We not only fix or patch your tanks, but we can custom fabricate any kind of replacement fuel tanks or service unit. Go to grandforkswelding.com.
Your family deserves clean, filtered water. High Plains Water offers Millennium Drink Water System, which delivers great-tasting water and also eliminates harmful impurities. Professionally installed and maintained by High Plains Water of Grand Forks. See them at highplainswater.com.
Big Jim's Tire is the area's #1 farm and ag tire supplier, and with harvest here, you want the best. Best tires, best service, and Big Jim's will get it done fast to get you moving again. Big Jim's Tire, Grand Forks. Welcome back to our coverage of high school baseball here in the Rivards Turf and 4-H Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, KNOX Radio, and KNOX Live Sports as we make our way into the top of the second inning. As we go to the second, Fargo North will send Cohen Gebhardt, Sam Chase, and Andrew Peralt to the dish to take on Jacob Willardson, who gave up an unearned run in the top of the first inning, walked a couple of men, and a throwing error brought Willardson home to score. And so with a 1-0 matchup and Fargo North at the plate here in the second, we will see Cohen Gebhardt come to the plate for the Spartans. Gebhardt stands ready, and the pitch on the way to him. A check swing, it misses away. And the count will go to a ball and no strikes on Cohen Gebhardt. One and 0 the count from Willardson. He delivers to Gebhardt. Called a strike. Count levels up at 1 ball, 1 strike. Would appear that we have the audio issues fixed up. So again, for those of you that kind of waded through that, our apologies. We had some settings that scrambled on us after a computer reset, believe it or not. Cohen Gebhardt with a 1-1 pitch, takes one high. The count will go to 2 balls and a strike. Two and 0 the count, rather 2-1 the count on Cohen Gebhardt, center fielder for Fargo North. Bats with the closed stance. Willardson delivers. Misses low for ball 3. A lot of long counts so far for Cohen Gebhardt. He's had to work hard to get out of at-bats at this point. 3 balls and a strike. Gebhardt taking a look in. And the 3-1 pitch. Lift in the air, right side towards the line. Long run after it for Grafenauer. He's got a long run into the corner. Grafenauer makes the catch. That's a long run in right field for the right fielder, Max Grafenauer, to get into the corner. He doesn't catch up with that one. That's a lot of extra bases for Cohen Gebhardt. So Max Grafenauer making a nice defensive play to get the first out of the second for Fargo North. And Sam Chase will come to the plate now for the Spartans. Chase stands ready as Willardson comes to a set for the Rough Riders. Willardson takes a look in. The pitch misses away for ball 1. And the count of ball and no strikes on Sam Chase. Chase doing the catching honors for Fargo North in game number 2. And the 1-0 pitch to him. Misses low for a ball. And the count now 2 balls and no strikes. Yeah, Jacob Willardson trying to find his way to get ahead in an at-bat and find an easy, efficient at-bat. He's going to take or have to throw a lot of pitches. Spartan's going to be sitting on a few now as Willardson struggles to find the zone. 2-0 pitch is high for ball 3. And the count is 3 balls and no strikes. Willardson walked Peyton Spitzer and Ben Sheets in the top of the first inning. Spitzer eventually scored on a throwing error, trying to take third in a stolen base situation. And the throw was sent out into left field. 3 balls, no strikes. Willardson will look in the 3-0 pitch. High for ball 4. And Sam Chase is aboard with the third walk that's been issued by Jacob Willardson this afternoon. So 1-out base runner for Fargo North. And Andrew Peralt will come to the plate for the Spartans. We're going to see a pinch running performance as well. Tate Grandy, a sophomore, will come in and courtesy run for the catcher. So Tate Grand will come in and do the courtesy running for the catcher, Sam Chase. Grand gets a short lead away from first base. Long look by Willardson, and the delivery to Peralt misses low and away for ball 1. Count a ball and no strikes on Andrew Peralt. Willardson comes set. Delivers 1-0. That one swung on, hit foul to the left. Count levels up at 1 ball, 1 strike. Spartan uniform combination is an interesting one. Got the navy blue, really dark blue with the gold pinstripes vertically down the uniform, down the sleeves, down the pants, gold belts. A set by Willardson, the 1-1 pitch, high and tight. An attempt by Dosh to perhaps backpick or at least chase a runner back to first base, but in the exchange, Matt Dosh lost the ball behind his back. No move by Chase from first, but Dosh was paying attention to the runner. Count 2 balls and a strike on Andrew Peralt. Chase away from first, the 2-1. Misses away. 3 balls and a strike. Alex Seaver pitched game 1. For Grand Forks Red River and picked up the victory. 3 balls and a strike. Willardson delivers. Swung on, hit foul off of Dosh's mask. And the count will go full 3 balls and 2 strikes. Well, it's kind of a big at-bat now for Jacob Willardson. The top of the order comes up after Sam Mon, who's waiting on deck. If you allow Peralt to reach, Fargo North's going to have a chance to turn their lineup over here in the second inning. So this is a point in the game where Willardson has plenty of time to work with, but needs to bear down. Come up with a big pitch to Andrew Peralt. Chase away from first base. Rather not Chase, but Grand, my apologies. The 3-2, Grand is going, pitches high and tight for ball 4. And runners will be on at first and second on the 4th walk of the game issued by Jacob Willardson. Four walks for Willardson in an inning and a third. And Sam Mon, the third baseman, makes his way to the plate now for the Spartans. 1-0 lead for Fargo North on the All True scoreboard. And the Spartans threatening again in their half of the second inning. Willardson will look back at second, the pitch. Misses away for ball 1. Count a ball and no strikes on Sam Mon. Willardson will set again. Turns. Bluff move towards second base. Willardson comes set rather quickly. And the 1-0 pitch. That one called a strike at the outside corner. Count level 1 ball, 1 strike. Red River winning the opening game tonight by a score of 5-4. 9-4. Tacked on in great fashion in the 6th. After taking the lead midway through the game, time is called before Willardson delivers. You're going to see that probably many, many times tonight. With the amount of time, how deliberate Jacob Willardson is to the plate, hitters are probably not going to hang in there and wait forever. They'll call time if they need to reset. The 1-1 to Mon. Ground ball left side. Be picked up by Gabe Schauer, the third baseman. His throw to second base, not in time. Everybody's safe, and they're loaded with Spartans in the second. Sam Mon will reach on a fielder's choice, and the bases are loaded with Fargo North Spartans as Elijah Inger, the top of the order, will come back to the plate. Inger grounded out to short his first time up. He's 0 for 1 tonight. A big opportunity to produce. The corners are in for Red River's defense. The middle infield stays back at double play depth. And Willardson will deliver to Inger. Called a strike on the outside corner. No balls and a strike in Elijah Inger. Grand down at third. Peralta at second. Both walked. Mon reached on a fielder's choice. Not enough time for Gabe Schauer, the third baseman, to throw out a runner at second. The 0-1 pitch. Called a strike again on the outside corner. Two big pitches for Jacob Willardson. Works ahead of Elijah Inger. The count is no balls and 2 strikes. Willardson comes set. The 0-2 pitch. Inger swings and hits one foul back behind us. Remains 0-2 on the shortstop for the Fargo North Spartans. Inger in his junior year for the Spartans. His name pops up in a lot of sports sheets for Fargo North. Hockey player. Saw him during the hockey season. The 0-2 pitch, belted foul the other way towards the Red River dugout. And it remains 0-2. Willardson taking a look in for his sign. He'll set in front of the chest. The 0-2 again. Check swing, he went around. That's called at the plate, strike 3. And Willardson has his second strikeout tonight. Big one to get as well. Gets the leadoff hitter to chase something low and away and out of the zone. 2 down, and it'll be Peyton Spitzer, who scored the lone run in the game, to come to the plate as the Riders try to strand the bases full of Fargo North Spartans in the second. Willardson delivers. Spitzer swings and misses. Strike 1. It'd be a big rally for Willardson to get out of this jam. Fargo North loads him with 1 out. For him to come back and face number 1 and number 2 and not give up any damage would be a big, big break for Red River. The 0-1 just missed outside. Count levels at 1 ball, 1 strike. Pretty good nibble pitch that time by Willardson, who was close to hitting the corner on that, located it well. A set by Willardson. The 1-1 on the way to Spitzer. Hit in the air to shallow right field. Drifting out is second baseman Griffin Hoganson. Hoganson will make the catch, and Fargo North will strand the bases loaded in their half of the second inning. No runs, no hits. 3 left on. We'll go to the bottom of the second inning. Your score on the All True scoreboard is the Spartans 1 and the Rough Riders 0. This is our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Radio.
Today, the PS stands for proper service for your home, farm, or business, which is what you'll get from the team at PS Garage Doors in Grand Forks. Whether you need a door fixed or just thinking about replacing what you already have, get your proper service at psgaragedoors.com.
Nothing feels or performs better than a properly fitted golf club. Whether it's irons, driver, or putter, call us today for your free club fitting. For over 30 years, the Golf Center in Grand Forks has been your club fitting leader.
Valley Truck in East Grand Forks is proud to support our local high school athletes. With over 400 years of combined experience, they keep our community moving on and off the field. Trusted repairs, quality parts, and support for the next generation.
Welcome back to our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network. We go to the bottom of the second. Fargo North leading Grand Forks Red River by a score of 1-0. And Matt Dosh will come to the plate for Grand Forks Red River to start the bottom of the second. He'll take a pitch low for ball one. We won't see Xander Wayne in the lineup here to start the second game. Ely delivers 1-0. That pitch misses away, and the count will go to 2 balls and no strikes. Xander Wayne played at first base back in the first inning. Was looking forward to seeing him. He's had a couple of nice shots for Red River this year. Had a tough day from the plate in game number 1. 2-0 pitch up high, and the count's 3-0 on Matt Dosh. Dosh ready. Will Ely will kick and fire. That one right down the heart of the plate for a strike. Dosh, of course, finished the year as the quarterback for the football team. Had a very good basketball season for Red River. 3-1, swing and a miss. And the count will go to 3-2. Been a mainstay in that shortstop position. Also a pitcher for Grand Forks baseball. 3-2 pitch. That one just missed for ball 4. And Dosh is aboard by way of a walk. Second free pass that's been issued by Ely today. One was a hit batsman. Leadoff man aboard for Red River in the bottom of the second, as Caden Tostenson will come to the plate for the Rough Riders. Dosh with a decent lead. He'll dive back into first base. Ely comes set, delivers, ground ball hit foul to the left. And the count will be 0-1 on Caden Tostenson. Dosh touches up back at first base. Leads away from first as Ely gives him a check. Sets in front of the buckle, does Ely, the 0-1. Drifting in the air down the right field line. This could be some trouble, and it lands in fair territory. Rolls towards the corner. It hung up. Dosh is going to hold up at third base. Into second base, the standing double is Caden Tostenson. And Red River has a threat brewing in their half of the second inning. Griffin Hoganson will come to the plate for Grand Forks Red River. Big opportunity now for Griff. 2 aboard, nobody out for Red River. That's the first hit of the baseball game for either team. And Grand Forks Red River will have, I believe, a trot over by Tostenson to pick up a sliding glove. Opener to Hoganson. He'll take it belt high for a strike. And the count, no balls and a strike on Griffin Hoganson. Hoganson, fine hockey season for Grand Forks Red River this year. Pitch from Will Ely. Misses inside. Level count, 1 ball, 1 strike on Hoagie. Will Ely peers in over the top of the glove for the Spartans. Delivers 1-1 to Hoganson. Fastball called a strike on the outside corner. Pushes the count to a ball and 2 strikes on Hoganson. Action pitch here. We'll see what Hoagie can do. The 1-2 pitch up high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fargo North pushing across a run in the top of the first. Couple of walks and an error leading the way. 2-2 pitch. Hoganson takes it low and away for ball 3. Full count on Griffin Hoganson. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Dosh from third, Tostenson from second. Payoff. Hit him. And Hoganson will have first base. And now the bases will be loaded full of Rough Riders. Second hit batsman from Will Ely this afternoon. So now nobody out for Grand Forks Red River. And Grafenauer will come to the plate for the Rough Riders, looking to produce Red River's first run. Riders trailing 1-0 on the all-true scoreboard. Grafenauer stands in. And the pitch on the way to him. Fastball for a strike. Grafenauer playing in right field had a nice catch, running catch into the corner earlier in the game to come up with a defensive highlight for Red River. The 0-1, Grafenauer swings and grounds it to short. Anger has it, Flips to second for one. Spitzer relay throw across the diamond. Double play. It'll drive in a run. Mad Dosh will come home to score. Tostenson goes to third. But a twin killing of Rough Riders as Grafenauer grounds into a 6-4-3 double play. And the Riders are down to 2 away in the inning. Rylan Carinta, lefty, will come to the plate for the Rough Riders. Ball game tied at 1 apiece. Ely delivers to Carinta. And a pitch called a strike. Count goes to no balls and a strike on Rylan Carinta. Riders load the bases with no one out. They would really feel like they missed an opportunity if they get just one. The 0-1 pitch. Carinta swings and grounds it to second. Spitzer's got it cleanly over to first base for the out. And Carinta will be the final out of the inning. Not maybe what the Riders are hoping for, but they do manage to tie the baseball game on Caden Tostenson's double. A run on a hit. There was a runner stranded, and we have played 2 innings. Your score on the All True scoreboard. The Spartans won. The Rough Riders won. This is our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Live Sports.
Pro Ag in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Wilrich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything Pro Ag has to offer.
We very much take a lot of pride in our work. Customer service has always been our number one.
We have the best materials. You're going to have the best people in the area to do the job.
If you can dream it up, we can make it happen.
Or head to gworkslf.com to get started.
From tears in your car, truck, boat, or farm equipment seats to making boat covers or complete restorations of the interior of your hot rod, Finest Auto Trim in Grand Forks can make the inside of your rides look brand new. Big or small, Finest Auto Trim can cover it all. To get a quote, go to finestautotrim.com.
Welcome back to our coverage of high school baseball, and I spoke too soon. In the last half inning, Xander Wayne will come into pitch for Grand Forks Red River, so the Rough Riders will send Xander Wayne into pitch, taking over for Jacob Willardson, who will exit the game in a 1-1 tie. Now the Riders have Ryan Reichow hitting the designated hitter position, and since Xander was in the pitcher's position and Ryan Reichow was hitting for the pitcher, Red River would have the option if they wanted to bat Wayne in that number 4 spot, or he could just pitch and Reichow could stay in as the designated hitter. We'll see what they do when that position comes to the plate. But work to do from the pitcher's mound for Xander Wayne first. Ben Sheets, Kellen Doherty, Jack Joyce. That's the 3, 4, and 5 hitters that are due up for Fargo North in the Spartan half of the 3rd inning. 1-1 tie on the All True scoreboard. And we will see Ben Sheets come to the plate. Sheets, no official at bat. He walked back in the top of the 1st inning and was later stranded. And he'll be the first to hit against Xander Wayne this afternoon for Grand Forks Red River. The pitch to Sheets misses and gets in the turf. And the count will go to a ball and no strikes on Sheets. Xander's had a lot of playing time for the Grand Forks baseball programs. A swing by Sheets, he fouls one off. Count levels up, 1 ball, 1 strike. Whether it's been in a situation for Red River or for the American Legion team, the Royals, been an impact player since being a young man. The 1-1 on the way to Sheets. That one misses low. The count will go to 2 balls and a strike. Wayne ready. 2-1 pitch. Curveball caught the inside corner for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 to Sheets. Swing and a miss. Got him on a changeup. Sheets goes down on strikes for out number 1 of the Fargo North 3rd. Our coverage of high school baseball is brought to you by PS Garage Doors, where the PS stands for perfect service. Call 772-DOOR. That's 772-DOOR. PS Garage Doors can service any make and model of garage door. And if you're looking for something new, they can show you plenty of models in their warehouse. PS Garage Doors. Call 772-DOOR. That's 772-DOOR. For PS Garage Doors in Grand Forks and Devil's Lake. Kellen Doherty comes to the plate, swings and misses, strike one. And Xander Wayne winds up for the 0-1 pitch. That one misses away. Count will level up, 1 ball, 1 strike. Top of the third, 1-1 tie between the Spartans and the Rough Riders. Game 2 of an Eastern Dakota Conference doubleheader. Riders winning the first game by a score of 9-4. Here's a swing and a chopper to third. High bounce. Gabe Schauer with the fielding play. Throws across the diamond. It's off the top of Rylan Carinta's glove. And Doherty's going to reach. Going to assume an error. Not sure what position we're going to go on, if it's the first baseman or the third baseman. Probably the third baseman on the throw, I would guess, but we'll have to wait and see.
Up to the Spartans, the left fielder, number 6, Jack Joyce.
Jack Joyce will come to the plate for the Spartans, but it will be an error. Second of the game charged against Red River. Fargo North committed 6 errors in the first game, and it cost them dearly. As a pitch misses high for a ball, and the count will go to a ball and no strikes on Jack Joyce. Joyce, a strikeout victim, back in the first inning. 1 of 2 today for Jacob Willardson. Willardson had 2 in 2 innings, but they both came at big times for Grand Forks Red River. The 1-0 pitch in the air to right field, well hit. Back after it, Max Grafenauer towards the gap. This one's going to get behind him and roll to the track. A turn at second base for Doherty. He's around third looking to score. He'll score without a play. It's a stand-up double for Jack Joyce into the right field gap. And Fargo North will reclaim the lead by a score of 2-1. That one hit well into the right center field gap, and Grafenauer got a decent jump on it, but there was just no chance to catch up to that ball. And that's the first hit of the game today for Fargo North, as Cohen Gebhardt will come to the plate. Gebhardt flew out to right field. Nice defensive play for Grafenauer to start the second inning. Pitch on the way from Xander Wayne. Check swing, called a strike. And the count, no balls and a strike on Cohen Gebhardt. So now a 2-1 lead for Fargo North in the Spartan half of the third. Wayne will set, look back at second base. Lights are on here at Kraft Field. The 0-1 pitch, capped foul to the right. Wayne works ahead of Gebhardt by a count of no balls and 2 strikes. Joyce back to second base after an RBI double a couple of moments ago. Wayne with a new baseball. He'll set just above the buckle, looks back at second base. The 0-2 pitch, breaking pitch, got him, strike 3. Comes in on the belt. Cohen Gebhardt is rung up for strikeout number 2 for Xander Wayne here in the third. And Sam Chase will come to the plate for the Spartans.
Up to the Spartans, the catcher, number 2, Sam Chase.
Chase walked back in the second inning. His only plate appearance so far in game 2. Wayne looks back at second, delivers to Chase. Pitch called to strike, belt high, outside corner. Count 0-1. 2 runs for the Spartans, and both of them resulting in some free passes from Red River. 1 a walk, 1 an error. That accounts for both runs that the Spartans have to their name today in game 2. The 0-1 pitch drops in for a strike. Count, no balls and 2 strikes on Sam Chase. Xander Wayne beginning to find a little bit of rhythm. No balls, 2 strikes to Sam Chase, and the 0-2 pitch. Lifted foul back behind us, not a play. Still 0-2 on Sam Chase. Wayne taking a look in for a sign. He's got what he's looking for. And the 0-2 pitch. Belted right side. Line drive snared by Rylan Carinta down at first base. Sam Chase lights one up down the first baseline, but Carinta gets over to make the stab. And Fargo North turned away for any more in their half of the third, but they will pick up a run on a hit and an error, and they'll leave another runner. And we have played 2.5. Your score in the All True scoreboard is Fargo North 2, Grand Forks Red River 1. This is our coverage of high school baseball. The Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Radio.
Open all year round to the public, Eagles Crest offers space for holiday parties and family get-togethers. And of course, daily specials, appetizers, and all your favorites, including Sunday brunch buffets. Come in for the view and delicious meals at Eagles Crest Grill.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivards Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Go to rivards.com.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
Welcome back to our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network. KNOX Live Sports. We go to the top of the third. Red River trailing by a score of 2-1. Top third of the order due up. Cam Urian, Alex Seaver, and Gabe Schauer will come to the plate. Changeovers brought to you by Big Jim's Tire, your #1 supplier of egg tires in the region. Big Jim's Tire, ready to keep you rolling throughout the course of the upcoming planting season. They know you've got to keep moving, which means that when it's time for you to have tire work done, it's time to call Big Jim's Tire. They'll come to you and make sure that you keep rolling. They know how important it is to get the work done out there. Farmer's friend in the region, Big Jim's Tire. We'll go to the third with Cam Urian leading things off for Grand Forks Red River. Urian flew out to left field his first time up. Opening offering to him. He lays down a bunt, third base side. It's a good one. Charged by Sam Mon. Picked it up cleanly. No chance to get Urian. And Cam Urian will bunt his way aboard with an infield hit. Cam Urian recognizing the situation in front of him. He's a lefty. Good jump out of the box. Lays one down the third base line. Long run to get into it for Sam Mon, who picked it cleanly, but no chance to get the speedy Urian. And now we'll see if Red River decides to turn a runner loose in their half of the second with Alex Seaver and some good batters coming to the plate. Seaver will take one low for ball one. That's a balk. So that will not be a ball. Balk is called against Will Ely, and Cam Urian will go to second. Balk called by our base umpire, Mike Lucasen. Usually that would be a pause. So no pause, we're going to assume, from Will Ely as he delivered that pitch. And a runner now in scoring position for Seaver. And the Riders won't have to turn their offense loose anyway. Cam Urian goes to second. Seaver a ground ball out to second base his first time up. He's 0 for 1 tonight. Riders down 2-1 here in the bottom of the third. Ely checks the runner at second base. And the 1-0 pitch to Seaver, swinging a foul back to the screen. Grand Forks Central is active tonight as we take a look at Drive for the title once again. Central's on the road at Wapaton. Those are must-have for Grand Forks Central down at the top of the Red River Valley. They really need that one this evening. Some other games there that we'll come back to take a look at. Seaver stands ready. Look back at second by Ely. The 1-1 to Seaver. Misses down low. Count will go to 2 balls and a strike. West Fargo at Fargo South. Big one tonight. That's number 3, number 4 in the league. Devils Lake at Fargo Davies. The Firebirds trying to continue a very good Eastern Dakota Conference season tonight. 2-1 pitch. Belted. Left side. Base hit. Through the hole between short and third. A turn at third base by Urian. Coming home. Throw will come to the plate. No chance to get Urian. On to second base. On the throw is Alex Seaver. It's an RBI single for Seaver. And Red River will tie the game at 2. Seaver glides into second base, takes second base on the throw, and Gabe Schauer will come to the plate. And the Riders may not be done yet. They've tied the game here in the third. But with Schauer, Reichow, and Dosh due up, and Reichow will hit for himself, meaning that Xander Wayne will be the pitcher, just doing the pitching for now. Now a look back at second base, but nobody covers the bag. Will Ely turns and looks at his middle infield to wonder why there's no one to throw the ball to. Good news is he doesn't have to. Schauer ready. The pitch to him, high and away. The count's a ball and no strikes. Gabe Schauer hit by a pitch. His first at bat. stranded as a base runner back in the bottom of the first inning. Ely is set, look back at second base. The 1-0 to Shower. Swings and drives one down the left field line. Caught on a line drive. Jack Joyce covering ground in left field. And he's able to make the catch on Gabe Shower's flare for the first out of the third inning. Shower placed that one well. Made Jack Joyce run towards the line to get to it. But Joyce covering plenty of ground out there to get to it. And Ryan Reichow will come to the plate for the Rough Riders. Reichow grounded out to second base his first time up. That ended the first inning. First pitch to him, swing and a miss. Pitch on the outer half. Reichow comes up empty. Ryan Reichow had kind of a bust-out season last year, both in the Red River uniform and in the Legion uniform. Has some pop in the bat. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes on him. Will Ely doing a nice job through the at-bat of keeping the ball away from Reichow, targeting the outside part of the plate. Seaver away from second. Ely takes a look in, has what he's looking for. The 0-2 to Reichow, swing and a miss, got him on 3 straight. Reichow waves and misses, out number 2. First strikeout tonight for Will Ely. And Matt Dosh will come to the plate, trying to extend the inning for Red River in the third. Go-ahead runner in scoring position here for Matt Dosh. Dosh walked and scored the first Red River run back in the second. Dosh swings and hits one foul back to the screen. The count, no balls and a strike. Ely resets quickly. Doesn't take a lot of time. His counterpart to start the game, Willardson, taking quite some time. Ely wants to work quickly. The 0-1 pitch, low, and that squirts away from Sam Chase. It'll roll back to the screen, and Seaver's on his way to third. He'll reach on a wild pitch. Mission still the same here for Matt Dosh. Base hit scores the run now for assuredly, though, for Red River. The 1-1 pitch, grounded towards third. Gloved cleanly by Mon. He's got it. Long throw across the diamond to get Dosh. 5-3 put out. Dosh grounds out to end the inning, and the Riders will strand a runner down at third base. But they do pick up a run on a pair of hits, and they will leave a runner. We've played 3. And your score on the All-True scoreboard after 3 innings of play. Spartans 2, Rough Riders 2. This is Rough Rider Baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Radio.
It takes attention to detail. With your local Bryant dealer, you're getting someone who pays attention to the little things that make a big difference. And to keep your family cool this summer, it takes Bryant.
Connect with Thermal Air today, your Bryant certified dealer.
In Grand Forks, it's about more than just where you live. It's about the people you trust when life happens.
At Logan Karski State Farm, we're proud to protect what matters most. I'm Logan Karski with State Farm, and we'd be honored to be your good neighbor.
When the lights go out, count on the pros. Bergstrom Electric in Grand Forks, the area's largest full-service electrical contractor. From commercial builds to homes, they're trusted for quality, safety, and award-winning work. Call today, 701-775-8897.
Welcome back to our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, KNOX Radio. Our next game broadcast scheduled for Thursday. It'll be a little earlier in the day over at Albrecht Field. Central and Red River crosstown rivalry in softball. We'll have that for you with a 4:30 first pitch. Check it out here on KNOX Live Sports. 2-2 tie as we go to the top of the fourth. And Andrew Peralt will come to the plate for the Spartans to lead things off in the fourth inning. Spartans took the lead at 1-0. Red River tied it. Spartans took a 2-1 lead. Red River's tied it again. Peralt walked his first time up, was left at second base back in the second inning. Pitch to him from Xander Wayne, a swing and a miss. And the count is 0-1 on Peralt. That was a big moment back in the game. Bases loaded against Jacob Willardson. Strands the bases loaded, and a swing and a miss by Peralt. That'll make it 0-2. Got a strikeout on the top of the order, Elijah Inger. And a ground out to second base, rather pop out to second base by Peyton Spitzer, my apologies. The 0-2 pitch, check swing, he waved at it, but the ball gets away from Dosh. He has to run down that ball quite a ways from the plate, and Andrew Paul's going to reach. It will go in the books as a strikeout. Xander Wayne will pick up his third, but a wild pitch will allow Peralt to advance to first base. And so the leadoff man is aboard for Fargo North. Here in the fourth inning is Sam Mon will come to the plate. Mon grounded into a fielder's choice. His first time up, he shows bunt, lays it down. Meant to move a runner along, it will do that. Xander Wayne is up with it, will throw to first base. Pitcher covering the position for the out. Didn't really see a rotation play on there, so the Riders were fortunate that bunt came out to the pitcher on the sacrifice bunt to move Peralt over. Normally you see that bunt, you got a first baseman coming down the line, but in that case it was left to Xander to field his position. And Elijah Inger back to the plate for the third time in the game now with a go-ahead run for Fargo North at second. Pitch on the way to Inger, fastball for a strike. Inger at the plate is 0 for 2, a ground out to short and a strikeout so far in game number 2. Wayne will set the 0-1 to Inger. Misses inside. Count now a ball and a strike on Inger. Peralta, decent lead from second base, being held by second baseman Griffin Hoganson. A look back and the 1-1 pitch. Belted towards Hoganson. Two-hopper that skips on the turf. He's able to reach down and make the play and throws to first base to get Inger for out number 2. It will advance Andrew Peralta on to third. Inger doing a job. It doesn't go in the book as a sacrifice, but it's as good as one. Elijah Inger hitting the ball to the opposite side of the field, the right side to advance the runner to third. Now 2 outs, and it's up to Peyton Spitzer for Fargo North to try to produce the lead. Peralt down at third, Spitzer 0 for 1, a walk and a run scored so far tonight. Pitch from Wayne, called a strike. Count no balls and a strike. Xander Wayne will be moving on to play his college baseball at Mayville State. He takes a look in, sets just above the belt. And the 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, count 0-2. Was talking with Xander's dad the other day, and I said, well, as the guy who does the Valley City State games, I'll call Xander Wayne an ally for this year, but he becomes an enemy come August. He was good with that, good laugh about it. The VCSU Mayville State rivalry heats up, particularly in baseball. 4 ejections in that game this year. The 0-2 pitch, up high. Count will go to a ball and 2 strikes. If the story holds in that final game between the Vikings and Comets this year, 2 Vikings were ejected, a Comet player and a Comet coach were ejected. Vikings swept the 4-game series. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Spitzer's down on strikes. Good fastball delivered low in his zone to Xander Wayne. He's got 4 strikeouts and a runner left at third after reaching on that wild pitch. Andrew Peralta stranded. No runs, no hits. Another runner left on base. That makes 6 for Fargo North through 4 innings of work. We played 3.5 in your score on the All True scoreboard. Spartans 2, Red River 2. This is our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and 4-H Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, KNOX Radio.
When you need the right part for your pickup, head to Northwood or call Mike's Custom Truck. Amanda will drop ship any part you need. Turbos, upgraded fuel pumps, Edge products, and more. Mike's Custom Truck, 587-6335.
Nelson Auto in Grand Forks is proud to sponsor area athletics. We know the value of a good team, and we'd like to invite you in to meet our team. See how our team takes care of you and your family. Nelson Auto in Grand Forks, home to Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Your score is now Grand Forks, Red River, Fargo North tied at 2. And we'll see Grand Forks, Red River setting Caden Tostenson to the plate to lead things off. And Tostenson, did that pitch hit his bat? No. Boy, I thought it hit something. Okay, count goes to a ball and no strikes. And the pitch misses low for ball 2. Count will go to 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 to Caden Tostenson. The 2-0 pitch up high. 3 balls, no strikes. Tostenson a double. It moved Matt Dosh onto third base back in the second inning. Dosh later scored on a double play ball. 3-0 pitch. Tostenson taking all the way. It'll be called a strike. And the count's 3-1 on Caden Tostenson. Tostenson's had a good day for Red River. 3-1 pitch. Grounded towards third. 2-hopper picked up by Sam Mon. He'll throw across the diamond for the out. Tostenson grounds out to the third baseman for out number 1. And Griffin Hoganson will come to the plate for the Rough Riders.
The Rough Riders, the second baseman, number 9, Griffin Hoganson.
Hoganson was hit by a pitch back in the second inning and then was later the front end of a double play ball. He swings and pops one to the air right side. It's to be called for by first baseman Ben Sheets. He'll bring the catch in. Hoganson will pop out to the right, or actually to the first baseman for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down for Red River. They're half of the fourth.
Of the Riders, the right fielder, number 8.
And that'll bring Max Grafenauer to the plate. Grafenauer rolled into a 6-4-3 double play. Nice turn between Elijah Inger and Peyton Spitzer for Fargo North. In the middle of that Spartan infield, they made that look pretty easy when they turned it back in the second inning. The 1-0 to Grafenauer, lifted in the air right side, foul territory. Sheets going to give this one a run, but will run out of room. That one ends up out of play. That'll bring the count to a ball and a strike on Grafenauer. Grafenauer takes a couple of moments outside of the batter's box, takes a look down that first base line, and now is ready. Over the glove by Will Ely in his 4th inning of work for Fargo North. Delivers high for a ball. 3 2/3 innings so far for Will Ely. Given up a pair of runs. Both have been earned. 3 hits. Struck out 1, walked 1, hit 2. He'll deliver a strike on Grafenauer. And the count now level. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Max Grafenauer. The 2-2. Fastball high and away. And Grafenauer will get a 3-2 pitch, trying to extend the inning here in the bottom of the 4th. Ely a look in. Payoff. Belted to left field towards the corner. This one's all the way to the wall. Grafenauer going to turn around first base. He's chugging for second base. And he'll stand in with the double. Grafenauer got all of that pitch. Let's take a look at it on the American Family Insurance Tyler Nagel Agency replay. You saw that ball just jump off the bat and end up in the corner. No chance for Joyce to run it down. Grafenauer runs pretty well, and he makes his way to second base standing. And Grand Forks Red River finds themselves the runner in scoring position on a 2-out double for Grafenauer. And Rylan Carinta comes to the plate. He'll take a strike. 0-1 on Rylan Carinta. Ground out to second base his first time up. Ely takes a look in, has what he wants. The 0-1 misses away. Count level up, 1 ball, 1 strike. Carinta stands back towards the plate, swinging from that left-hand side. Ely look back at second, 1-1 pitch. Misses inside as well. 2 balls and a strike. Riders trying to take their first lead of game 2. They're looking for a doubleheader sweep inside the league over Fargo North. Look back at second base, the 2-1. Down low for ball 3. Well, this is a big pitch coming up here for Will Ely. Cam Urian will get his third look at Ely coming up next to the on-deck circle here in the fourth. If they lose, Corinta. 3-1 pitch called the strike. That is a big pitch from Ely. Delivers a fastball belt high. Corinta taking all the way. And it comes down to a 3-2 look. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Corinta ready. Look back at second by Ely. The payoff. Grounded left side. It's in the hole. Back picked on a knee by Inger. He's got it cleanly. Cross the diamond for the out. Corinta rolls out to the shortstop. Nice defensive play by Elijah Inger at short. And the double for Max Grafenauer will go wasted in Grand Forks' fourth inning. No runs on a hit, 1 left. 4 full in the books on our All-True scoreboard here at Kraft Field. Your score, the Spartans 2, the Rough Riders 2. This is Rough Rider Baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Live Sports.
Open all year round to the public, Eagles Crest offers space for holiday parties and family get-togethers. And of course, daily specials, appetizers, and all your favorites, including Sunday brunch buffets. Come in for the view and delicious meals at Eagles Crest Grill.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, GrandTrailersSales.com.
Rivals on the ice, united in the stands, and everyone's geared up from Jarrell Sports Center and Hockey World. Hockey gear, fan apparel, Nodak Pride, we've got it all and more. Locally owned, 1004 South Washington Street. Shop local, shop Jarrell's.
We go to the top of the fifth, 2-2 tie between Grand Forks, Red River, and Fargo North. Spartans with a good part of the order due up. Ben Sheets, Kellen Doherty, Jack Joyce. They'll come to the plate here in the third as they, or rather in the fifth, rather, as they did in the third. Sheets a walk and a strikeout so far tonight. Facing Xander Wayne. And Wayne will go into his third inning of work for Grand Forks Red River. And Wayne delivers. Swing and a miss by Sheets. And the count is no balls and a strike. Been a good outing so far for Xander Wayne. Got touched up with a run in the third. Curveball misses away. Count will level up at 1 ball, 1 strike. Riders play again on Thursday, and those will be big ones. The 1-1 pitch. Curveball misses inside. Count goes to 2 balls and a strike. Grand Forks Red River heads to West Fargo Horace coming up in their next matchups. 2-1 to Sheets, misses low for ball 3. And the count is now 3 balls and a strike on Sheets. Wayne trying to reset here after falling behind the number 3 hitter for the Spartans. 3-1 pitch. Misses low for ball 4, and Ben Sheets is aboard, drawing a walk for the second time tonight. First walk issued by Xander Wayne, and Kellen Doherty will come to the plate. Take a look at a drive for the title, and you can see who's standing up on top of the league right now. That's the next opponent for Grand Forks Red River. West Fargo Horace, unbeaten in the record going into, or rather unbeaten in the league going into tonight. Overall record of 12-1. So you're going up against a really tough out for Red River coming up on Thursday night. Tate Grand will come in and run for Ben Sheets. Now, Grand was a courtesy runner for Sam Chase earlier in the game. He'll be a pinch runner here. So Grand enters the game in the 5th inning. A set by Xander Wayne, and the pitch on the way, up high. The count will go to a ball and no strikes. There have been so many rules changes that I think once you've entered the game, you can no longer be a courtesy runner. So I think Fargo North would have to use someone different to run for Sam Chase if he were to reach again. As Grand comes in here as a actual entrant into the game. Grand will dive back to first base as Wayne makes a check over. Count a ball and no strikes on Kellen Doherty. Doherty 0 for 2. Popped out to the first baseman and reached on an error in the third, and later scored the second run that gave Fargo North a 2-1 lead at the time. Wayne to look to first base. The pitch drops in for a strike. Count a ball and a strike on Kellen Doherty. Doherty steps out, checks play card that he keeps in a back pocket. More and more of that going on all the time rather than signals. Find a different way to get the plays out there. A set by Wayne. Runner goes. The 1-1 is hit foul. And the count will go to a ball and 2 strikes on Doherty. You get a numbers call. That time you might have been able to hear it in the background. It was 0-2-5. And you do that rather than sending the signals. Signals might have become a little bit complicated in this day and age. So you've got a play card. You know what to look at when you get that series of numbers that puts the play on. 1-2 is high. And the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. You can see kind of on the screen it's a little dark. The visibility's not great here right now. That's because we're at that time of the day where the lights are on. They haven't really taken effect yet, but the sun definitely has diminished. And so it's a tough part of the night to try to pick up a baseball if it's up in the air. Sheets away from first. Another move that way. Caught him standing there for a moment. Xander Wayne back up on the bump. A look towards first base. He'll come set just above the belt. Runner goes on a 2-2. High in the air to left field. Well hit. Back after it, Cam Erie and also Caden Tostenson. Tostenson shading towards the track. Reaches up and makes the catch. Doherty gave that an absolute ride to center field. And a good run by Tostenson got back to it for a long out. It will turn Ben Sheets back to first base. And Jack Joyce, who doubled back in the 3rd inning, will come to the plate. That was a good ride by Kellen Doherty. Hit well into the left center field gap. I don't think we have a lot of wind right now. We normally get that north breeze, and that ball might have left the yard. We saw one leave the yard in the first game. Air might be a little heavier and colder now in game 2. Swinging a foul by Joyce back behind us. And the count 0-1 on Jack Joyce. Joyce 1 for 2, doubled in the 3rd, drove in Doherty. He had a double in game 1 as well. We're in the 5th, 1 out in it. Riders, Spartans, tied at 2. Set by Xander Wayne. The 0-1 pitch. That one's in the air, foul and twisting out a play to the left. Boy, I'll tell you what, ever since the track meet finished up, you can pick any spot in the lot that you want to. When we got here, you were fitting into some pretty tight squeezes out there. But once the track meet finished up, things cleared out pretty fast. No balls, 2 strikes on Jack Joyce. Sheets away from first base for the Spartans. A set by Xander Wayne. And the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Joyce is down on strikes for the 2nd time. And Wayne delivers his 5th strikeout in 2 2/3 innings. So 2 away for the Spartans, their half of the 5th. And Cohen Gebhardt will come to the plate for the Spartans. Gebhardt 0 for 2, fly out to right, strikeout victim. Sheets away from first base. Wayne will set. Sheets moving, pickoff move to first base, almost had it. Sheets took a little hop to second base, and Xander caught him in perfect timing. Disengaged and threw over to first, and only the ball escaping Corinta's glove kept Sheets from being out. Sheets away from first again. Gebhardt comes set. And the pitch. Sheets is going. Pitch called to strike. Pegged to second in all kinds of time. And Sheets is out trying to steal. Great throw by Matt Dosh. And Sheets is out 2-6 on the putout for out number 3. Eventually, Fargo North goes away in order. No runs, no hits, no one left on. We've played 4.5. Your score here at Kraft Field. The Spartans 2 and the Rough Riders 2. This is our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports.
Hey, this is Pastor Paul. I'd like to welcome you to Hope Church, especially if you're a person that doesn't have a place where you hang out spiritually. We would love for you to come and experience hope and find God. Hope Church, 9, 10:30, and 6 p.m. on Sundays. For more information, you can check out gfhope.org.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for two.
That's gotta rhyme.
Well, how about munching on Pick 6, my mouth going yap yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap. Pick 6 meal for two for $19.99.
H&S Electrical Services is proud to support local high school sports. From homes to industry, we deliver safe, reliable electrical solutions. Locally owned and operated, our skilled team ensures quality and service you can trust. H&S, trusted in your homes and businesses.
We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Your score, 2-2. Grand Forks, Red River, Fargo North. And the Spartans will send out Will Ely into his 5th inning of work. And he will face the top of the order for Grand Forks, Red River. Cam Urian, Alex Seaver, and Gabe Schauer. As the Riders look to try to take their first lead of game number 2. Riders trailed in the first game and took the lead here in the 5th and then tacked on for a 9-4 victory to claim their 5th win in the Eastern Dakota Conference. Irian stands ready, and the pitch from Ely misses low for a ball. The count's a ball and no strikes. Irian scored in the 3rd, an infield hit on a bunt. The 1-0 he'll take for a strike belt high. Sam Mon, the third baseman, playing even at third base and creeping in a little bit on Irian after that successful bunt. The 1-1 is down low, and the count will go to 2 balls and a strike. Back in the 3rd, Irian advanced to second base on a balk and then scored on the base hit by Alex Seaver. 2-1 pitch, misses high. Count will go to 3 balls and a strike. The 3-1 pitch to Irian, swung on, hit foul back to the screen. Count will go full 3 balls and 2 strikes. Irian will step back in. Another payoff pitch. Misses away for ball 4. And here's where Red River has a golden opportunity. Second walk issued by Will Ely. Cam Irian has a ton of speed. And we'll see if the Riders try to turn him loose in a key moment in the game. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning, so we're past the halfway point. At-bats grow short, opportunities grow short. Seaver to the plate, 1 for 2 on the day, takes a strike. The count goes to no balls and a strike on Alex Seaver. Seaver a single, drove in a run back in the 3rd inning. Mark Variano, the head coach of the Rough Riders. Not an overly aggressive base running coach, but also not a conservative one. Right time, right spot, he'll try. Irian away from first base, holding. Pitch misses low for a ball, and the count will go to a ball and a strike. Irian away from first, they'll pick over that way. And the ball picked off the ground by Ben Sheets, making a backhanded move to pull it in. Ely will look over to first base again, sets just above the belt. Runner goes. 1-0 is hit foul back behind us. I believe that was the 1-1 pitch. I'm not sure. I thought there was a strike earlier in the at-bat. To Alex Seaver. We'll find out. We'll see if home plate umpire Jason Schwabe gives us the count here. Seaver standing out, taking a look down the third base line. It is 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1-2 the count on Seaver. Irian away from first, good count to run on. He's holding, pitch misses away. Count will go to 2-2. So the Riders were hitting and running a couple of moments ago. 2 strikes, sometimes not a bad count to just try to take a base, no matter what. Set by Ely. Look over to first. That will chase Cam Irian back. Give Ely some credit here. He's done a nice job of keeping Irian honest over at first base. Not a big lead, not a big jump. looked that way. Runner holds. 2-2 pitch misses low for ball 3. 3-2 the count on Seaver. A ground out to second base in his first at bat in the first. Singled and drove in Arian in the third. Arian away from first, running. 3-2 pitch, misses away for ball 4. And the Riders have him on at first and second with nobody out of the inning. Third walk issued by Ely. 5 free passes so far today for Ely. One of them has come back to score. Matt Dosh leading off the second by drawing a walk. He did score the first run of the game for Red River. Gabe Schauer, who was hit by a pitch in the first and flew out to left field in the third, stands in with a pair of Rough Rider runners at second and first base and nobody out in the bottom of the fifth. A look back by Ely in the pitch. Bunt is shown. Laid down right in front of the plate. Ely charges. Only play is to first base. Rotation play is on. Runners advance as Schauer does a job. Moves the runners over to second and third. Schauer will lay down the sacrifice. The play will be 1-4 for out number 1. Second baseman Peyton Spitzer covering the bag. Ryan Rykow coming to the plate. And this will bring Fargo North out of the dugout. And it looks like we're to see a pitching change. Ben Sheets, I believe, has been summoned to the pitcher's mound. And so it would appear that the first baseman's coming in to take over the pitcher's position. So we'll have a break in the action before a key moment in the game. Red River runners at second and third. Tie game at 2-2 with 1 out in the fifth. And Red River sending the cleanup hitter Ryan Rykow to the plate. We have more high school baseball coming up next on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports.
Hey, this is Pastor Paul. I'd like to welcome you to Hope Church, especially if you're a person that doesn't have a place where you hang out spiritually. We would love for you to come and experience hope and find God. Hope Church, 9, 10:30, and 6 p.m. on Sundays. For more information, you can check out gfhope.org.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for 2.
That's gotta rhyme.
Well, how about munching on pick 6, my mouth going yap yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99.
H&S Electrical Services is proud to support local high school sports. From homes to industry, we deliver safe, reliable electrical solutions. Locally owned and operated, our skilled team ensures quality and service you can trust. H&S, trusted in your homes and businesses.
The new pitcher will be Ben Sheets for Fargo North. It looks as though Kellen Doherty would come in from right field to play first base here. And as so often happens in high school baseball, the rest will have to pencil in as we can find some numbers out there. It looks like Drew Kelbus has come into right field for Grand Forks, rather for Fargo North. So Kelbus will come in, and I'm assuming that the designated hitter for Fargo North, Andrew Peralt, will now be hitting for Drew Kelbus, and we'll see Ben Sheets hitting for himself as he comes in to pitch for Fargo North. So Sheets will come aboard, Cam Arian at third for Red River, Alex Seaver at second. Ryan Rykow set to come to the plate in a big moment. We're tied at 2 on the all-true scoreboard between Grand Forks, Red River, and Fargo North. And Fargo North will turn things over to Ben Sheets to try to keep the Rough Riders off the scoreboard here in the bottom of the 5th inning. The infield is in for a play at the plate. Rykow 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. Sheets will set behind the body, the pitch on the way. Called the strike on the outside corner. And the count, no balls and a strike. Infield in produces an opportunity for Rykow. Batting average goes up about 50 points at the infield drawn in, so says the old wives' tale of baseball. Rykow ready. The 0-1 pitch. Swinging the drive into center field for a base hit for Rykow. It'll score Arian easily. It'll score Seaver easily as well. Arian, Seaver come home to score. Rykow steps up and laces a single to center, and Grand Forks Red River takes a 4-2 lead here in the 5th inning. The runs are charged to Will Ely. He will give up 4 runs, and all will be earned runs this afternoon. On 4 hits, struck out 1, hit 2, walked 3, and the pair of walks that he gave up this inning have both scored. Grand Forks Red River comes up with a big blow in the 5th to take the lead. Rylan Waldorf will come on to run for Rykow here in the 5th inning. So Waldorf will enter for Rykow in that designated hitter spot. Still only 1 out in the inning. And Matt Dosh will come to the plate for Grand Forks Red River. Riders now leading 4-2. Sheets will check the runner. The pitch to Dosh. Curveball misses low for a ball. Boy, you look at the things that Red River had to do well there. You got to lay down that bunt, and that's your number 3 hitter coming to the plate for Red River to lay down a sacrifice, and it was picture perfect. The 1-0 to Dosh, swung on, hit foul, back to the screen. Count levels up at 1 ball, 1 strike. But you lay down that bunt to move the runners over. Just textbook baseball from Red River. Get the base hit to drive in a pair of runs. And Red River takes a 4-2 edge. First lead in game number 2. Sheets checks the runner at first base. The 1-1 to Dosh. Runner goes. Dosh holds up on it. Pitch is called a ball, and the ball will never get out of the hand of Sam Chase. Sliding into second safely is Waldorf. And the Rough Riders have a runner in scoring position with 1 out in the inning. Dosh walked and scored in the 2nd. Rolled out to the 3rd baseman in the 3rd. A look back at second base, the 2-1 to Dosh. Called down a strike in the outside corner. Count up at the 2 ball, 2 strike level now for Matt Dosh. Sheets a long look in. He'll take a look back at second base. And the 2-2. Dosh hits it the other way weakly towards first. Picked up by Doherty, flipped to Sheets, covering just in time to get Matt Dosh. Really nice play by the right side of the infield for Fargo North. Dosh is out 3-1 for the putout. It advances Waldorf to 3rd. And Caden Tostenson will come to the plate for Red River. Tostenson doubled back in the 2nd inning. He's 1 for 2. Big run down at 3rd in the form of Waldorf. Tostenson will take a strike. Count 0-1 on Caden Tostenson for Red River here in the 5th. Riders leading by 2. Sheets working quickly. The 0-1 curveball hit foul. And Sheets is ahead of Tostenson quickly. No balls, 2 strikes. Working quickly again, Sheets. The 0-2 just missed high. Count will go to a ball and 2 strikes. Tostenson's double was in the 2nd. Scored Mad Dosh. The 1-2 pitch swung on and missed strike 3. Big pitch there from Ben Sheets to record his first strikeout today. Tostenson goes down swinging, but the Riders do their damage in the half inning. They'll score 2 runs on the benefit of just 1 base hit. They'll leave 1. We have played 5 full. New score on the Ultra scoreboard. Red River 4, Fargo North 2. This is our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network at KNOX Radio.
Open all year round to the public, Eagles Crest offers space for holiday parties and family get-togethers. And of course, daily specials, appetizers, and all your favorites, including Sunday brunch buffets. Come in for the view and delicious meals at Eagles Crest Grill.
When the lights go out, count on the pros. Bergstrom Electric in Grand Forks, the area's largest full-service electrical contractor. From commercial builds to homes, they're trusted for quality, safety, and award-winning work. Call today, 701-775-8897.
Ready to launch your future? At Northland Community and Technical College, opportunity starts here. Train for high-demand technical and skilled trades or start with an affordable Associates of Arts degree and transfer with ease. Visit northlandcollege.edu.
Welcome back to our coverage of high school baseball. Metcalf was able to hold that, but they stayed with the puck back behind the net. Blue got it, took a chance out in front to Zeal with a tap in. Our Vegan Construction Look-In brought to you by Vegan Construction, designers, builders, engineers. With nearly 100 years of quality work here in the Red River Valley, the Riders come up with 2 big runs in the bottom of the 5th On a single from Ryan Reichow right at the middle. That played at a pair of runners that scored on walks. Cam Erie and Alex Seaver. Erie's been aboard twice tonight, so have Seaver, and now they've scored 3 of Red River's 4 runs. And that's a Vegan Construction game look-in brought to you by Vegan Construction. Slow roller to second base and nobody at first to cover the bag for Cohen Gebhardt, who leads things off with a single in the 6th for Fargo North. Gebhardt rolls one towards Griffin Hoganson, and there just wasn't anybody home. And Cohen Gebhardt is aboard with an infield hit. Not a great start to the inning for Grand Forks Red River. Sam Chase will come to the plate. Riders leading 4-2 in the top of the 6th. Looking for a doubleheader sweep if they could get it tonight. 2 big wins in the Eastern Dakota Conference that would be available for them. And the pitch on the way to Chase. Chopped out toward short. This is another tough play. Dosh has got it. Looks off a runner, or actually Seaver rather has it. Looks off a runner going to second, then throws to first for the out. Chase will be out 6-3 for the putout. And Cohen Gebhardt will move to second. So Alex Seaver picks up the baseball. Apologies for the misidentifier. Seaver was pitching the last game. Dosh was out at short. Now Dosh behind the plate. And Andrew Peralt, the designated hitter, steps to the plate. So the Spartans, a big runner on in scoring position, trying to cut the Red River lead in half. Peralt will take a pitch for a strike. 0-1 on designated hitter Andrew Peralt. Walked in the 2nd, struck out but reached in the 5th, rather 4th, on a ball that got away from catcher Mad Dosh. Look back at second base. And the 0-1 pitch to Peralt. Check swing, he went around. That'll be called at the plate. Was wondering if Andrew Peralt might be the son of Ryan Peralt. Worked in the NDSU Sports Information Department for a long time. And I remember Ryan Peralt from back in the day when he was the head coach of the Fargo Bombers, which probably makes us both feel older than we want to at that point. The 0-2 pitch to Peralt, high and tight. Count will go to a ball and 2 strikes. That was back in the days of just 2 classes of baseball. The Bombers, a 16-year-old product, and we're always causing fits for everybody back in the day of the 2-class system in Legion Ball. Look back at second, the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Peralt chased a ball that was out of the zone. And Andrew Peralt is strikeout victim number 6 for Xander Wayne, and a big strikeout to get. 2 outs, runner still at second. And Sam Mon will come to the plate. Mon laid down a sacrifice his last time up. 0 for 1 on the day. He's also reached on a fielder's choice. 2 outs in the 6th. Wayne trying to get his team back to the dugout. Pitch on the way. Breaking pitch for a strike. Xander so far a run on 2 hits in 3 2/3 innings of work. That run came back in the 3rd. He struck out 6 in 3 2/3 innings, walked 1. Wayne to set. The 0-1 pitch. Lifted in the air, right side in foul territory, and that will twist out of play. Count, no balls and 2 strikes. Xander a pitch away from getting out of the 6th for Red River and giving them a big opportunity to try to hold on for the win in the 7th and earn 2 nice wins in the conference tonight at home against a game Fargo North team right behind them in the EDC standings. Wayne to set the 0-2, high and tight. Counts a ball and 2 strikes. Guarantee here for Fargo North that in the 7th, they will turn the lineup around. So some big hitters coming up for Fargo North in the 7th if they don't get there in the 6th. Wayne to look back at second base. The 1-2. Curveball misses inside. Xander wanted that one, but he knows he missed it. Kind of punches at his glove. He knows he was close to a look there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Lights beginning to take effect now here at Kraft Field. A look towards second base, the 2-2. Breaking pitch, capped foul. Mon stays alive at 2-2. Very often your role down there in that number 9 spot keep fouling off pitches and see if you can't make the pitcher work a little bit. I'll look back at second base again. Another 2-2 pitch. Swung on and grounded foul. Chopped back behind the plate. And we'll see another 2-ball, 2-strike offering. Wayne takes a look in. Gebhard steps off second base. Xander will come set. The 2-2 to Mon. Chopped out in the middle of the infield. Charged by second baseman Griffin Hoganson. Throw to first in time for the out. Mon will ground out to the second baseman. Fargo North puts a runner in scoring position, but comes up empty, and they're half of the 6th inning. No runs on a hit. They'll leave one. And we have played 5.5. Your score, Fargo North trailing Grand Forks Red River 4-2 on the All True scoreboard. This is our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Radio.
Open all year round to the public, Eagles Crest offers space for holiday parties and family get-togethers. And of course, daily specials, appetizers, and all your favorites, including Sunday brunch buffets. Come in for the view and delicious meals at Eagles Crest Grill.
RBB Electric is proud to support local high school sports and the athletes who work hard every day. From the field to the classroom, dedication matters. Serving homes, businesses, and farms across the region, RBB Electric is honored to support our teams and communities.
The body shop you work with is your choice, so pick the local team with a service you trust. Modern Auto Body in Grand Forks can make it look like the accident never happened. Schedule an appointment for an estimate on our website or give us a call.
We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Griffin Hoganson will lead things off for Grand Forks Red River. The Riders looking to tack on. Bottom third of the order due up. Ben Sheets will continue along, starting his first full inning of work now for the Fargo North Spartans. Pitched 2/3 in the last inning, gave up a hit. And the pitch on the way to Hoganson. Curveball misses away, and the count will go to a ball and no strikes. Riders leading by a score of 4-2. As we go to the bottom of the 6th inning, and the pitch away. Count goes level, 1 ball, 1 strike on Hoganson. Griffin Hoganson was hit by a pitch back in the 2nd inning and popped out to the first baseman in the 4th. He would be 0 for 1 this afternoon. And we should mention again in game number 2, Red River won the first game today by a score of 9-4, trailed 4-2, rallied for the victory. The 1-1 pitch, up high. The count to 2 balls and a strike. And the 2-1 pitch. Hoganson takes it for a strike. Count now 2-2. Grafenauer, who doubled his last time up, waits on deck. The 2-2 to Hoganson. Swung on, flared foul behind the plate. Two balls, 2 strikes on Griffin Hoganson, the second baseman for the Rough Riders. Sheets takes a look in, 2-2 pitch. Hoganson hits one right side. Good cutoff in the hole at second by Peyton Spitzer. He'll throw to first base for the out. It's a nice defensive play for the second baseman of Fargo North. There's a lot of ground to cover out there in the hole between first and second on that running play by Spitzer. And Grafenauer will come to the plate. I'm still kind of old school how I look at it. I love to see good defensive baseball, and so there's a lot of plays that go in the scorebook as harmless groundouts that are anything but, as Grafenauer takes a strike. And that's one of those that's anything but a harmless groundout. Spitzer had to cover a lot of ground and then make a good throw. The 0-1 pitch, a strike. And again, that doesn't seem like it's hard from second base, but when you're on the run covering that much ground, the throw becomes that much harder to make no matter where you're at in the infield. That's a headsy play by Peyton Spitzer. He made it look easy. Grafenauer sends one foul. It remains 0-2. The 0-2 pitch to him, swing and a miss, got him on strikes. Sheets delivers off the plate away, and Ben Sheets has his second strikeout this afternoon. And with 2 outs, it's Rylan Corinta that will come to the plate. A pair of ground outs on the middle infield today for Corinta, 1 to second, 1 to short. Corinta takes one off the plate for a ball. 4-2 riders on the all-true scoreboard here in the 6th. The 1-0 to Corinta. Swung on, flaring, foul the other way. Out of play behind third base. Count a ball and a strike on Corinta. Looking ahead to the Fargo North 7th, top of the order coming up, Elijah Inger. They're down 2. They'll need a rally against Xander Wayne. Pitch misses away, and the count will go to 2-1. I'm not sure if Red River wanted to get to Wayne today. 2-1 pitch. Misses low for ball 3. Or if that was the plan, to let Willardson get the start, bring in Wayne to finish things up. 3-1 pitch called a strike. Count goes to 3-2. Or if the hope was that Wayne could wait till Thursday to make a start against Fargo Davies, the top team in the league. 3-2 on the way, and that one called strike 3 on the inside corner on Rylan Corinta, and Corinta is rung up for the 3rd strikeout for Ben Sheets this afternoon. Riders go away, nothing across in their half of the 7th inning. We make our way to the bottom of the 7th. Rather, I'm sorry, they're half of the 6th. My apologies. We'll go to the 7th. Your score after 6 innings is Grand Forks Red River 4 and Fargo North 2. This is our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Radio.
Ready to launch your future? At Northland Community and Technical College, opportunity starts here. Train for high-demand technical and skilled trades or start with an affordable Associates of Arts degree and transfer with ease. Visit northlandcollege.edu.
The Kubota BX Series, rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
For expert sales and service, visit Acme Equipment or online at acmekubota.com.
The body shop you work with is your choice, so pick the local team with the service you trust. Modern Auto Body in Grand Forks can make it look like the accident never happened. Schedule an appointment for an estimate on our website or give us a call.
Spare Husband keeps homes running smoothly with trusted repairs, remodels, and every fix in between. JK Rents sets the scene with tables and chairs for weddings, parties, and celebrations. Together, they're proud local high school sports sponsors, supporting the teams and the community they call home.
We'll go to the top of the 7th. Elijah Inger will lead things off for Fargo North. Red River leading by a score of 4-2 on the all-true scoreboard. And Xander Wayne will take over in the 3rd and is trying to pitch the remainder. You get a check swing strike on Elijah Inger. The count 0-1. Inger, a strikeout, pair of ground outs to short and second today. He's 0 for 3. The 0-1 pitch to him. That one called the strike on the outside corner. Count no balls, 2 strikes. Wayne took over in the 3rd, has pitched 4 innings, given up a run on a hit. Rather, a run on 2 hits. And the 0-2 to Inger. This is low. Count a ball and 2 strikes. A double in the 3rd and a single in the 6th for Fargo North. And those are the 2 hits that they have so far in game number 2. The 1-2 pitch. Missed low. Count levels up, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Wayne, a bit of a long look in after that one. I'm not sure if he felt like he had the spot on that. It was close. The 2-2 on Inger. Swinging a hit foul back behind the plate. Count still 2-2. Inger steps out. Moves back towards the plate. And another 2-2 pitch. Swung on and grounded right side. This is tough. Xander's got it. Quick throw over to first base. The defensive player missed the bag over at first base. Rylan Corinta had left his position to field the baseball, tried to come back over and get a foot on the bag as the ball was fielded by Wayne, and everybody's going to be safe. I think that's an infield hit, and that's how they'll score it. It'll be a single for Elijah Inger. Tough play to make. Corinta left first base thinking he was going to field it, and then by the time he realized that Wayne was going to field it, Corinta had to really scramble back to the bag and just didn't have a chance to get planted and get a foot on it. Peyton Spitzer will come to the plate. Runner goes. Pitch is swung on and missed. Pegged by Dosh out into center field. And will roll a ways. This will be covered by the center fielder, Caden Tostenson. He'll throw to third. That ball knocked down at third base, and it'll be a stolen base and an error. Third error of the game that will be charged to Grand Forks Red River. And now a runner just 90 feet away from the plate to lead off the 7th inning. No balls and a strike on Peyton Spitzer. Spitzer 0 for 2, strikeout victim back in the 4th. So the game starts to get interesting now here in the 7th. As Wayne is going to have a bigger role to play. The 0-1 pitch called a strike. Count goes to 0-2. Need an out right here. Ball put in play at this point. Grand Forks Red River is going to surrender a run to get an out, but you could use a strikeout in this case. Some big bats still to come, 3, 4, and 5 coming up next. The 0-2 to Spitzer, high and away. Spitzer wouldn't chase. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Spitzer steps to the plate. He walked and scored back in the 1st inning. A look towards third. The 1-2 pitch from Wayne. Called strike 3, got him on the outside corner. And Spitzer is strikeout victim number 7 for Xander Wayne this afternoon. Beautifully located pitch. And Ben Sheets, now the pitcher of record, will come to the plate. He's walked twice today. Big out for Xander Wayne to get in the 7th. And the pitch to Sheets. That one misses low for ball 1. (4-2) Grand Forks Red River in the top of the 7th inning. Sheets officially 0 for 1. He struck out in the 3rd. Walked in the 1st and 5th. Bookends on his plate appearances today. 1-0 pitch. That one missed low. Count 2 balls, no strikes. Kellen Doherty gave the ball a ride to deep center field the last time he was up. He waits on deck. Wayne to set. The 2-0 to Sheets. High and tight for ball 3. Well, if you lose Ben Sheets, you would have the tying runs on board for the Spartans and the cleanup hitter coming to the plate. And it's 3-0 to Ben Sheets, likely sitting dead red here. 3-0 pitch. That one missed for ball 4. And that's going to bring Mark Variano onto the dugout, as Xander Wayne will give up just his 2nd walk today. Rough Rider head coach Mark Variano on his way out. He'll have to talk about the defense on this one as well. Sheets at first base, drawing the 3rd walk to his day today. He'll be run for in this case. And it will be Bo Purdy that will come in to run for him for Fargo North. So Sheets was run for by Grand earlier, but as we mentioned, Grand entered the game as a pinch runner. Actually, he ran for Sheets the first time around. Sheets comes in, so that means Grand's day is over. So now Purdy will come on to run for him. But Purdy is a courtesy runner, so as I understand it, you can run for the pitcher. And right now, Ben Sheets is in fact that pitcher. This a long meeting on the mound right now for Mark Variano and the Rough Riders. Kellen Doherty reached on an error and scored in the 3rd. Flew out to center field in the 5th. He bats here in the 7th with the tying runs aboard for Fargo North. The Riders leading by a score of 4-2. A look to first base by Xander Wayne. And the pitch. Breaking pitch for a strike. No balls and a strike on Kellen Doherty. Doherty popped out to the first baseman back in the 1st inning and had that deep fly ball to left center field that Caden Tostenson ran down. One of those gets away here, this game will be tied. Xander Wayne will take a look to first base. The 0-1 pitch, swung on, capped foul to the right. Count, no balls and 2 strikes. Jack Joyce, who bats behind Doherty, has doubled in both games today. So you've got extra base opportunities here for the Spartans. And the next 2 men to come up. And as the math holds right now, Wayne would have to face them both. No balls, 2 strikes for Wayne to look to first base. The 0-2 pitch. Boy, that just missed. Count, a ball and 2 strikes. Hit the exact spot Matt Dosh had set up in. Maybe just a bit off the plate, maybe just a bit up. Yeah, Doherty taking all the way. Wayne will look at the runner at first base, bring the hands together. And the 1-2 pitch. Curveball got him upstairs, strike 3. Doherty goes up looking, can't come down with it. Strikeout victim number 8 for Xander Wayne, and a huge out for Xander to pick up here in the 7th. And Jack Joyce will come to the plate. Joyce 1 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts today. Red River trying to strand the tying base runners aboard for Fargo North in the 7th and grab the league sweep tonight. The set by Wayne, the pitch. Off speed for a strike on the outside corner. No balls and a strike on Joyce. His double came in the 3rd. It drove in a run after Kellen Doherty had reached on an error. A strikeout in the 1st and a strikeout in the 5th. Runners edge away from the corners. Wayne to set the 0-1. Swing and a miss. High heat. Well, Jack couldn't hold up on that. If Xander were to dial up another one of those, I think Jack Joyce might take a hack at it. That one was well out of the zone, and Joyce went looking for it. No balls, 2 strikes on Joyce. Wayne will come set. Runners edge away from 1st and 3rd. The 0-2 pitch just missed outside. Boy, that was close again. I think everybody around the plate expected something off the plate. I think Jack Joyce was taken all the way. That one looked like it flirted with the outside corner. A ball and 2 strikes. A set again by Wayne. The 1-2 pitch. Missed inside and low. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and Joyce is claiming that he was hit by the pitch. And now our 2 officials will get together to talk it over. If he was hit, the bases will be loaded for the Spartans. Home plate umpire Jason Schwabe saying he didn't see the batter hit by a pitch. And Joyce is going to stay at the plate and bat. So the count remains 2-2. 4-2 lead for Red River in the bottom of the 7th. Inger from 3rd. Purdy from 1st for the Spartans. 2 outs. And the 2-2 pitch. Hard hit right side, base hit in the right field, and the lead is down to 1. Purdy's going to hold up at second base. Jack Joyce delivers a single that drives in a run, and the game is a 1-run ball game. It's 4-3 Red River. So the tying run in the form of Bo Purdy to scoring position, and Cohen Gebhardt will come to the plate. Second run given up by Xander Wayne. Second hit of the inning, the 4th hit of the game given up by Xander. And with the tying run at second base, go ahead run at first. Gebhardt to the plate. He's 1 for 3 today. Pitch to Gebhardt. Hit high in the air, right side on the infield. Calling for it is Carinta. He reaches up and makes the catch. Gebhardt will pop out to the first baseman. Fargo North does damage, and they threaten in their half of the 7th inning, but they will go away after scoring a run and leave a pair in scoring position. For Fargo North in the final inning, it'll be 3 runs a run on 2 hits. They will leave 1. And your final score on the All-True scoreboard will be Grand Forks Red River 4 and Fargo North 3. We'll come back with your post-game report and a wrap-up from Kraft Field next. This is our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network Player of the Game Award, finest auto trim, finest cover, and a wrap-up next.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivards Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Go to rivards.com.
Rivals on the ice, united in the stands, and everyone's geared up from Jarrell Sports Center and Hockey World. Hockey gear, fan apparel, Nodak Pride, we've got it all and more. Locally owned, 1004 South Washington Street. Shop local, shop Jarrell's.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, GrandTrailersSales.com.
The way we live and work has changed, but our service and commitment remain. We're evolving to meet your insurance needs with answers where and when you need them most. Nodak Insurance Company.
This is the KNOX post-game show. Brought to you by the Ski and Bike Shop and Spray Advantage.
Welcome back to our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network. Our post-game report brought to you by our friends at the Ski and Bike Shop and also by Spray Advantage. Spray Advantage, everything you need for spraying an application on your farm. The difference between Spray Advantage and their competitors is that Spray Advantage has what you're looking for in stock. Tips, tanks, nozzles, pumps, grain carts, seed tenders. 2 locations to serve you in Grand Forks and St. Thomas. Spray Advantage, make them a part of your agricultural game plan now and going forward. And our coverage brought to you on our post-game report by the Ski and Bike Shop, where your next adventure awaits. It's getting into that season. Why don't you get yourself a Trek bicycle from the Ski and Bike Shop and get moving this summer? Great low-impact way to get moving, and the Trek bicycles are the ones that are built with all kinds of quality. Trek bikes can do what you're looking for, and if it's time for skis, boots, whatever it is you're looking for, they can fit you for those at the Ski and Bike Shop. Riders win it by a final score of 4-3. Couple of big runs in the 5th. 2 fifth-inning rallies today for Grand Forks Red River do the job. They scored 2 in the 5th to take the lead in Game 1. They scored 2 in the 5th in the 5th inning to take the lead in Game 2. And 5 free passes issued by Will Ely today. 3 of the 4 runs that Red River scored reached by way of a base on balls this afternoon. So the Riders took advantage of their opportunities in producing runs. Let's go through your post-game totals today. For Red River, it'll be 4 runs on 5 hits. They commit 3 errors and leave 5. And the win will go to Xander Wayne this afternoon. Wayne will win it in relief, going 5 innings today. He will pick up the win on 2 runs on 4 hits. Wayne will strike out 8 and walk 2. Jacob Willardson got the start today. Willardson gave up a run without a hit. He walked 4, did not strike anyone out. For the Fargo North Spartans, 3 runs on 4 hits. They commit no errors. They leave 8 today, including stranding the bases loaded in the 2nd inning this afternoon. That was with 1 out as well. The loss will be taken today by Will Ely. Ely will go 6 innings today. Ely ends up giving up 4 runs. All will be earned, allowing 4 hits. He struck out 1, hit 2, and walked 3. The loss to Ely, the win to Wayne. 4 runs on 5 hits, 3 errors, and 5 left for Red River. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 8 left for Fargo North. Your final score today from Kraft Field is Grand Forks Red River 4 and Fargo North 3. The game played in 1 hour and 56 minutes. It began at 7:05, ended at 9:01 Central Daylight Time here at Kraft Field and Oxford Sports Complex here in Grand Forks, North Dakota. Our Player of the Game Award is brought to you today by PS Garage Doors. Call 772-DOOR. That's 772-DOOR for PS Garage Doors. PS Garage Doors has you covered when it's time for a garage door that you're looking for, because at PS Garage Doors, they can service any make and model of garage door that you have in mind. And if it's time for a new garage door, their warehouse located just on the other side of the I-29 intersection with Demers, 4733 Demers in the warehouse or in the industrial park in Grand Forks. And the player of the game today, Xander Wayne, who comes in relief and does a job today for Grand Forks Red River, going 5 innings of work, giving up 2 runs on 4 hits, striking out 8 in 5 innings today. Xander Wayne, really nice job done today as the pitcher of record. He will pick up the Player of the Game award. Our finest cover of the game belongs to Finest Auto Trim, where their motto is big or small, they cover it all. Finest Auto Trim, specializing in recovering vehicle and marine seats. So when it's time to get those boat seats redone, ice out has happened, the docks are in the lakes. It's time for you to go fishing in a boat that you can feel proud of and that you know the seats will keep you comfortable in. And those of you in agriculture getting ready to spend those long hours out there in the boat, or I should say rather, in the tractor, the truck, whatever it is that you have going on, Finest Auto Trim can make sure that those seats will give you the support that you're looking for. So get them in and get them refinished at Finest Auto Trim, big or small. They cover it all. You know, the finest cover of the game today for me is going to be the job that Jacob Willardson did back in the 2nd inning. Fargo North loads the bases. They've got the bases loaded with 1 out in the top of the order coming up, and he gets a strikeout on Elijah Inger and a pop out by Peyton Spitzer. Inger, the number 1 hitter in the lineup, Spitzer, the number 2 hitter in the lineup. I mean, you just can't do a better job in getting out of a jam than when you're facing number 1 and number 2 with the bases loaded and get them both out in textbook fashion. So Jacob Willardson will pick up the Finest Auto Trim. Finest cover of the game today, brought to you by Finest Auto Trim, big or small. They cover it all. And that'll do it for our coverage here today. Again, Thursday, softball at Albrecht Field as we get set for Central and Red River in the crosstown softball battle. We'll have that for you with our pregame report around 4:15, and first pitch is scheduled for 4:30 this afternoon, or that afternoon, Thursday afternoon. Thank you for joining us tonight. Again, our final score in Game 2 of our doubleheader is Grand Forks, Red River 4, Fargo North 3. The Rough Riders will complete the sweep of the Eastern Dakota Conference doubleheader. These were records coming in. Red River now 6-2, and they will go to 6-4 overall. Fargo North now 4-6 in the league. They'll drop to 5-7 overall. Thank you for joining us on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports.